Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My neighbors just got home, of course. So today's video, as you guys saw by the title, why did I sound like that? So for today's video, as you guys saw by the title, why am I like having a panic? I don't know, I feel like so out of swing of things. It's because I was like taking a nap. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but like, you can't tell partly, but I got the sleep lines because I was laying down on the couch. So anyway, as you guys saw by the title, why do I keep saying saw like that? As you guys saw by the title, we will be doing like my go-to favorite base routine. And yes, I feel like that's like self-explanatory enough. I will show you guys the products in action and just, you know, my favorite products right now for that like beautiful, flawless base routine. So first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. So we'll go through some products, and then I have a couple like alternatives, other options as well. Just in case of anything, just because I love so many products, and like on day to day it does change, but like there are some staples that I just love that I want to share with you, put on for you. Then there's other ones that I need to mention just so you guys know. First, obviously, primer. So we're gonna go with the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. It's all the way like down to here. Wow, I love this primer so much. It kind of just does everything, honestly, and it is super dewy, but it's very hydrating, and just, it's not like glowy or like luminous. It really is just like, I don't know, dewy. It hydrates the face so well, and it brings so much life to the face. It makes you look like you slept for hours, and I love that. I mean, like, it really wakes your skin up. You just like, ooh, like, I can go do big, amazing things right now. Make boss moves. Do a photo shoot. Something, you know, amazing. You could do whatever you wanted with this freaking primer, and it's so inexpensive. That's the great thing about Milani, is that it's from the drugstore. I believe the primer is like $10, which you kind of can't go wrong. It's a great price and a great primer. You could just see how like life alive my skin looks. So I could use this on a day alone. I don't usually mind if I don't want something super glowy, like if I'm going to work or something and I want something a little bit more natural, if you will, that would be what I reach for. But because this is kind of like my go-to, where like if I'm going out, or like my go-to if I want, I don't know, if I want to just sit down and do my makeup, this is what it is. Next is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. This is just like a little sample. I have another backup. I've gone through one already. I love this primer so much. It really is that glowy, luminous primer, that like pearlescent, oh my gosh, juicy primer, and the combination. My skin feels so freaking good, and look at, I don't know why more people don't talk about this illuminating primer, because it truly is 10 out of 10. It truly is a true star, and I don't know why everyone is sleeping on this, but this has been my favorite for a very long time, for a very good reason. You can just see how scrumptious and delicious my skin looks, honestly. Oh, you can see. And now this step is always optional. You know, I don't do it all the time, but I do it usually. I've started doing it because I need to use it more in my setting sprays, honestly. And so then I've been enjoying putting like, this is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. I've been enjoying setting my primers, really. Just putting basically another prep for my makeup, and I think it really, it does make a difference. I do think it does help the foundation melt into the skin a little bit better. I just don't always have the time, nor the, what is the word? I don't have the motivation to do it. But I love setting spray. I think setting spray and primer, they're just game changers. And especially like when you have, like, you find your perfect routine, like, why fix what ain't broke, you know? So like, this is just the way to go, you know? Look how juicy already. Like, I could just go like run some errands now. Just because my skin just looks so alive. I look like I just took another 30-minute nap. I didn't even take a nap, but like I took a 30-minute nap, you know? Another option that I love, the Jaclyn freaking Skin Perfecting Oil Primer. I'm not going to put it on because it's a lot for right now. This is so glowy and so juicy on the face. It is so, like, if you want to take like this, what I have on, to the next level, and you really want to be glowy hydrated, this is your gal. This will be my summer BFF, but for right now, we're still in that kind of like cooler, not cold, but it's still a little bit, it's not as hot as I'd want it to be. And so I feel like I'm wearing still just a little bit more makeup. And so that's probably, this is the routine basically coming from fall. You guys don't need to know all that. But anyway, I love that primer too. It's expensive. It is expensive, and I don't even know if you can get it anymore. but she's a good one. She's a good one. Next, my go-to foundation. I think it's officially my favorite foundation, and that's saying a lot because this is not a light coverage skin tint, which I love. Those are my favorite. Those are my jam. This is not that, and this is one of my favorites. It's the Uoma by Sharon Flawless Skin Perfecting Foundation. I have the shade Honey Honey T2. I want to get like a bunch of shades so I can put this on my makeup in my makeup kit for when I like freelance and stuff. If you guys don't know, I started my website. My website is live, so if you'd like to book me for anything, you can do it through that website. Just go to like book now and then, you know, type in your event and stuff like that, and then I'll get in contact with you. For now, we're still like, you know, kind of playing around with it, and we want to get like almost like a clientele before we take the website to the next level. So right now, she is live, and yes, I do live in Pennsylvania, so obviously depending on where you are and where you're watching from, will be whether you can book me or not, but it's still exciting, you know. Take a peek over there, share it with your friends who are here, anything like that, or if you're visiting and you want to come say hi, you know, anything like that. It should be fun and fresh. So I wanted to mention that anyway, but that's why I love this foundation so much. I want to have so many of them because they're so good, and I think so many skin types, skin tones, so many people will love this foundation. It's so bomb. It is a more like medium foundation. I don't think it's full coverage. It says medium to full coverage here. At least I don't wear it to full coverage, and I don't think it is full coverage off the bat, so that's good. I think it is more medium coverage, but it's so skin-like that it just makes the I don't know, it just makes me want to wear it all the time. All the time, I'm like, what foundation do I want to wear? I'm like, Uoma. Uoma Beauty. Just because it really does give you that skin-like, but like, look at that coverage. So good. And it really just like looks like your skin but better. Truly your skin but better. The minute I run out of this foundation, I will be buying another one because I love it. And honestly, this is something that I would wear in the summer as well because it's not heavy or cakey or like too much. You're not sitting there like, oh my gosh, she's got matte makeup on. It's not like that. It's very like just beautiful and skin like. You can see it just looks perfected, and I love that. It looks like my face perfected. Obviously, it's a little bit more what the heck is the word? A little bit tanner because the color is a little bit not perfect, but either way, it just looks like my skin perfected and blurred, and just you can still see a little bit of my scars, but that's why it makes it look so good. I love this foundation. I'm truly obsessed. This is not an expensive foundation. I think it's either $20 or under $20 or $12 maybe. I don't remember honestly, which is kind of not a lot, but I think which is a great price for a foundation, especially like this one. A little bit goes a long way. You can use this foundation for all year round, honestly, like every foundation you can, but this one specifically because it's the best of every world, honestly. So I don't know, maybe it's just like me, but I truly think this is one of the best foundations I've ever tried in my life. Honestly, I probably am like halfway through this. So freaking good. The bottle is so luxe, so beautiful. So stunning. Another alternative though that I like that's a little bit more glowy, a little bit more hydrated. Yeah, a little bit more glowy, a little bit more, it's not even like, it's not more coverage, it's about the same amount of coverage, just a little bit more. If you want to take it the same way the primer was, if you want to take your makeup a step glowier, a step more, it's this. The Sephora Clean Glowing Skin Foundation. I will talk about this till the day that I'm dead. Because it is so good. It is so glowy, so nice on the face. It really just looks like this, a lot more dewy. And I love that, I love that dew. So again, when on those days, like, I want something a little extra, I reach for this. I probably wouldn't wear this in combination with the Jaclyn because that might really be a lot, but I might wear like this with the primers that I put on and then this on top, and just to give myself that extra glow. And it's so nice. So 10 out of 10. This one's only 20 bucks as well, so you can't really go wrong. And although I'm not talking price here because some of these things are expensive, and they're just like my personal favorite here, still worth a try. If you can find something similar, anything like that, go for it. These are just my personal favorites that I want to share with you guys because I haven't done a favorites video in mad long. And it's not a traditional, but close enough, right? All right, and then next for concealer, we're going to go with the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. I love this concealer. Such a good one. I have a couple that I just rotate through. Honestly, no, like, real standouts. No other real standouts. This one I've loved just for so long. It's a nice, like, medium coverage. I think it covers up the under eyes very, very well. Evens out the skin tone, like, the skin discoloration, I should say. But it's so freaking lightweight and so creamy. Should I move in? We'll go here for the concealer. It is just like so creamy, so smooth. It is so nice. I love this concealer. My friend just bought it, so hopefully, I haven't even asked her if she's used it yet. She bought it, I like think last week. But either way, it's so good because I just talk about it all the time, so I'm like, you have to try it. It's lightweight. It doesn't make your under eyes look like any, you don't look any older or any more aged. You don't look any more tired. It kind of just like, it does the exact opposite, and I love that. It's like, extremely brightening and the whole other extreme, and I love that. I love that. And it's only like $5. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I have the shade here. Flawless. Wow. I have the shade here. Oh my gosh. That was the worst ever. Medium 30W, which I'm probably, if I got it again, I think this is my second one though, and I bought the same shade because it ended up working out. But if going into summer, this might be a little light, so maybe I would get like a different, like a darker one and maybe mix that or whatever I decide. I don't know. It's hard. Elf doesn't always have the best shades, but when you find something that you like, girl, you'll try anything to get your shade. That's the same with this, the same with the foundations. I will do it. I will do it. All right. And then next is another optional step. Obviously, these are all optional steps, but I mean, this is something that I don't do every day. You know, it just depends, honestly. It depends, really. But we're going to go with the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Happy Soul. This bronzer is so nice, so freaking creamy. It just blends like a dream, honestly. And look, so stunning. Oh, I just washed my brushes. I forgot. I was like, what is that amazing smell? It's my brushes. So freaking good. Now, I don't do this all the time because, again, same kind of thing with, like, the setting spray. It's like sometimes I just don't have time. Sometimes I don't want to do it, and so I just don't. But I think it adds just that little extra oomph when you do, like, cream bronzer. I think it just, like, takes you, again, your look to the next level. And I think it really just depends on what you're looking for as someone who's like watching this tutorial. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to really just almost make a statement, like you don't care like that people know you're wearing makeup, you're really just like, girl, I'm wearing what I want to wear and that's that, then do it. Do the whole nine. Go with the cream bronzer. I will add another bronzer on top, you'll see. But I think a cream bronzer just really just adds that extra, ooh, she's tan. Oh, she's sun-kissed. Oh my gosh, she's chiseled. Oh, yes. Yeah, yes. But this one blends like a dream. I think this one's like, is it $18? It's good. I like this. I like this one a lot. I don't think it's, you know, like I think cream bronzer has been done right a number of times. So like if you have one, I don't think you need to run out and buy this. But if you don't have one and you want to try one, this one is a really good one. I think it's a really good one for beginners too because it's not like really hard to blend. It's very smooth, very creamy, but it's not overly creamy where you feel like it's all over the place. Like I feel like you can control it. I like to use like a foundation kind of brush. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Super cheap. Literally, it's falling apart. But either way, my point is just that like you don't need something specific to blend it out. Bada bing, bada boom, and look how just snatched I look. Let's get real. I do not contour my nose, but we'll just pretend. In doing so, sometimes I'll add a cream. Anyone else are you the only person alive that's not singing Encanto? Because you need to go watch it and you know, I don't know, fix yourself because Encanto. Ugh, 10 out of 10. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. Sometimes I do cream blush. It really just depends, honestly. It's not a very everyday thing. It just depends on the color I'm going for and that kind of stuff. So we won't put on any now. We are going to go with powder finally. This is the Complex Culture Set Go Translucent Setting Powder. One of the few products from the brand that I have like madly fallen in love with. I like a lot of their product. Complex Culture has amazing products. This powder though is like no other. It sets your under eyes so nicely without like drying them out, enhancing any texture. It literally just smooths your under eye like boom, 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 like boom. And your under eyes do not crease. They don't go anywhere. It's like unbelievable. This powder now is very expensive. It is, I think it's like $30 or something obscene. It's a lot of money, but it is so good. So if you can splurge and not spill it all over yourself, I say go for it. It's so good. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder, that one's a nice one too. Don't get me wrong, there are other options. This one is just one that I just tried and true. If I'm testing a new concealer, I use this powder. If I'm like, you know, I really want something that's foolproof, I'm literally like, okay, I'm in a rush, I need something to just work, it's this one. And obviously there are other ones, but like, This one's translucent. It's translucent. It's just the shade clarity, but it's really not shaded at all. So I think they just maybe have like darker ones for like people with darker skin tones. Because this one doesn't like really lighten anything, honestly. So I do really like the color, but like it just depends on the day, you know. But this one is 10 out of 10. One of my favorites. Top kahuna. And then we're gonna go with the Jaclyn Translucent Setting Powder. I can't not. I don't know why. I love it so much. Even the Kosas one takes a back seat to this one. This one is so good. And it just really sets your face so beautifully without drying it out, without enhancing texture, the whole nine. But you really just get that beautiful, like, smooth. Look at my face. Like, I don't even look like I'm wearing that much makeup. Let's get real, people. Let's get real. You all saw the transformation. I took a big transformation because I looked mad tired, but it really doesn't look like I'm wearing this excessive amount of makeup, and I love that. I love it. I'm gonna go with some more setting spray. Of course, we're gonna go with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, just to really melt those powders down and really make them, you know, kind of one with the skin. I put setting spray on like throughout my entire makeup routine. Not always have, but I have for the past few months. Probably always will. Because I really think that it does transform your makeup. It takes your base to like that really skin-like level. It's delightful. Even if you're not trying to revamp your whole routine with new products and stuff like that, and you're looking for different things to try, that's a big one. Setting spray before you put on more powders, after you put on powders, and then before you put on more. Life-changing. Because it's like, I don't know, it gives the powders you put on something to like kind of melt into, and then it gives the powders underneath to like melt into the other products underneath it. I don't know if that makes sense because I don't know the technicalities to it, because honestly I'm not a scientist, but I know it works. Honestly, truly, honestly. Okay, next we're gonna go in with, oh my gosh, two products I've been obsessed with. Also, you guys know, this is the Juvia's Place Bronzer Palette. I have the tan one, so it's a little deep for me, but that's okay. Should I use this brush? Yeah, we'll just use it anyway. I like to mix the two shades. You can see it's not a powdery product. It's very lightweight. It's gonna be really dark though. It's a very lightweight powder. It's so blendable. It's so smooth. And I think like so many people can love this. Obviously, if you're lighter than me, do not get the shade. It's a little deep for me. I warned you, but it's still smooth and it's so nice. And I think that this honestly is a dupe for, to me, the Makeup by Mario bronzers. I love those bronzers as well. They're so smooth, so creamy, and even the blushes too. And they're not a lot of kickback. They're not powdery. They're not, they don't get out of hand too much. You can just kind of ease them onto the face. Those I think these are a dupe for those, because the formula is so freaking similar. You just don't feel like you're like sitting there blending for 8.5 years. Obviously the color is a little wrong for me, but that's my fault, not the powders. But you can see it. Look, I just blended that out, and my forehead looks good, girl. I love to be tan anyway, so I don't care, but like, obviously it's a little too tan. She's a true star though. Stop. Obsessed. You're looking, if you have this, or you're like, okay, I don't know, if you have this or you want the high-end one, or you're someone who only like shops at Sephora, or you don't like Juvia's Place, whatever it is, the Makeup by Mario ones. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And then we're going to go with the blush palette. This is in the shade Volume 1. I like to mix these as well. The shades, colors are so intimidating. Honestly, so intimidating. But you could take it on a little cloth here and just kind of dab it on. I like to start at the back and work my way forward. You can see, oh, how stunning. How stunning. It really just depends on how you do your blush, because I know everyone kind of has done it their own way. You know, people sometimes just hit it on the apples. Some people just hit it on the back. Some people bring it all the way up like I do. So it really just depends. Some people bring it all the way across. So it depends on what you kind of do here, but I think that the best method is to tap it off. But even then, you know, this color is just really dark for me, so get the other one, and hopefully they come out with more shades so that more people can use them. But Juvia's Place is catered toward deeper skin tones, honestly, so that's also just a heads up. But either way, if you find your shade or whatever, again, you can always finesse it to make it work for you. Just blend, it will blend for you, so don't worry.
but it's just so scrumptious, so delightful. The formula is so good.
Bruno says it looks like rain. In doing so, it floods my brain. Married in a hurricane. We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Alright, next we're going to go with highlighter. My highlighter changes every day. So does my blush and bronzers do. These are just like my favorites that I've found. For highlighter, I just really genuinely switch it up every single day. I don't have like a number one that I use. Like I don't have a go-to really. It just switches. It really genuinely changes. So today we're just going to use the Laura Lee Los Angeles Glaze Lit Kit. These are so good. So good. You can see I use and abuse this shade here, which is Glow Gal. It's the only like tan one, honestly. These are little, this one's dark, this one's pink, this one's light. So I like the shade Glow Gal. Sometimes I'll mix in diamonds if I want to be super like beaming, but I like the shade Glow Gals a lot. Glow Gal. Sorry, there's no S. See how stunning? How stunning. Definitely very, very glowy from the heavens. So if you're not looking for that, then don't even bother. But if you are looking for that, she's the gal for you. Alright, so then next we're just going to go in with the One Size Preserve the Serve Luminous Setting Mist. I really like this one. I want something that has that like luminosity, melts the makeup into the skin, but also makes your makeup last longer. This is what I like this for. If I want my makeup to solely last longer, like really just stick in place, I've already set it like enough with my other setting sprays and stuff, then I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbush Flawless Setting Spray. I don't have it with me right now. I used it up, but I need to buy a new one because I love it. It's so the best at long lasting. It really does lock your makeup into place and it does not move, honestly. So I'm just going to go in with this one for today.
Oh, she's struggling.
And then an honorable mention real quick, the Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa. This is when I really just want to glow. I'm like, I don't care about anything else. This is, like you can see, I've used it almost all up. I've had it for a while, but I'm almost done with her finally. It's my favorite. I will repurchase her when I use up a bunch of my setting sprays and when I become rich. I will purchase this non-stop. This in the Charlotte Tilbury over and over and over again. I will never not have them in my collection because I love them so much. So this one is so good. 10 out of 10 if you really just want that glow. This is not long lasting. It's nothing. It's glowy. Very, very glowy. So if you are someone who wants a little bit of glow, don't you dare. This is so glowy. It's not even funny. I mean, she's my soul's anthem. So if you're wanting that glow, if you want that Marissa glow, she's the love of your life. I just wanted to show you all the other products as well. So, and that one kind of really, like if you have a lot of glow on already, you really don't want to add it that much, then don't add that. So that one I didn't use today, but she's, oh my gosh, the love of my life. Alright guys, so that is really it for this video. I have a couple other videos to film, but yes. If you guys like talking about my base makeup, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Let me know your favorite foundations, primers, and those kind of products, because I feel like those are the ones too. Like I have my favorites and I kind of just don't move. Like I move a little bit, obviously, because I have a collection, but like I know my favorites, you know? So definitely let me know. Bronzer and blush too. Those are the ones too that I like don't have a lot of like, I don't have a lot of, I should say. I do have a lot of them, but I don't have a lot of them, I don't feel. So let me know. All the juicy tea down below. Again, check out my website if you guys are in the Pennsylvania area, you need someone for prom, for a dance, anything like that, a party. Let your girl know, hit her up, because I'm so excited. I can't wait to, like, I feel like anxious. I want to get my hands dirty. I want to do the work, you know? So definitely let me know. Again, if you guys like this video, thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And yes, again, let me know all your juicy tea. Let me know setting sprays, concealers, powders, the whole nine. That is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.